Hey everybody, welcome back to Bree's Toys. My name is Stephanie Bree, and today I'm taking a look at another Transformer from my collection. This is an Armada Transformer. This is Blurr. Now, full disclosure, I do not have all of the pieces. I do not have his weapons. I do not have his missiles. I do not have his minicon. All I have is the figure. So here's the figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. I love Armada. Armada is one of my favorite toy lines to collect. I don't have a lot of Armada right now because I'm only just getting back into Transformers collecting a couple years ago. And so I'm not like heavily focused on Transformers. So I've got more like Cyberverse and Siege toys than anything. But I am still collecting Armada and other toy lines. So I do have a few. I have over 100 Transformers and about 50 or so GoBots. So I've got a lot of toys to show off. So let's go ahead and take a look at the toy. This is a really cool Blurr. This is actually it's not the only Blurr I own. So I did break my one figure per character rule with Blurr. And the reason why I did that is because I have a Studio Series Blurr, which is really awesome. I'll show that off one of these days. And then I got this Blurr, which is really cool. His head does not turn. No turning in the head. A lot of the old Transformers didn't turn in the head. But his shoulders do go like this. They do move up and down, but they do not move this way very well. Kinda because of the transformation, but not really. You don't want to break him. But he does bend at the shoulders, but he also bends at twice at the shoulders, as you can kind of see. So you can get some good posing, but again, that's for the transformation. So not a lot of articulation back then. Legs, they don't really do much. They just kind of wobble. You can kind of almost do the splits, but that's it. Not a lot in the way of articulation. They don't bend at the knees or anything else. But it's a Transformer. You want to see me transform him. So let's go ahead and pull this thing back and get it out of the way. It kind of flops. So, put the feet down. Alrighty. So, we're going to go ahead and turn this up. Put the arms like this. There we go. This is why he bends that way, because you got to put his, let me show you. You got to put his arm like this and then bend it up. So that's why he has that double joint in the elbow. Like I said, it's part of the transformation. So get his hands together. They have a little clip, so you got to like stick them together. You got to get the clip. There we go. You got these little flaps. You just fold them up. You push the legs in. And there he is. Now he's a futuristic car. Just like Blurr was in the original series in G1. A really slick, really cool looking car. It's got the Autobot symbol on his chest. And if you have the Minicon, you put him on these little tabs. And he kind of can connect. But if you stick him inside here, there's a spring. And these things open up. You can just pull him down though. It won't break him. And he turns into like kind of like an airplane, kind of like a flying car, kind of like Skids does in G1. So that's pretty cool. And then these become like propellers. His wheels become like propellers. So it's pretty neat. The missile launchers go here on the side. I do not have the missile launchers, unfortunately. And I do not have the missiles. This is all I have. But that's my Armada Blurr. Someday I'll buy the missing pieces, but for now I'm just happy to have the figure. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay cool.